even in the liberal democracies, we seeing in the, when I say liberal, I obviously mean Western democracies, there's this view that liberalism is under threat because of rise of nationalism.
Nationalism is completely misunderstood. I have long argued that post-colonial nations cannot look at nationalism the way the West looks at nationalism. Because without nationalism, we would have never become independent. It makes no sense. We cannot look at nationalism and feel frightened. We look at nationalism and feel hope. Because our entire existence comes from the fact that we were nationalists. You know, it's long argued, and even today it's argued, India is not a nation. It is it is a coming together of states. It's a union of states. That to argue India is not a nation is a very dangerous argument because it completely decries 5,000 years of civilization. You're essentially saying that India had a culture that transcended to every part of its geography. That extensive work has been done showcasing the sacredness, the sacred unity of that geography. All of it means nothing. This is a very dangerous argument. This is an argument for the balkanization of India. And mark my words, people who make this argument are triggering fissures in this country.
Do you agree with that, Kushal?
Yes, Indian discourse is, in my view, in largely two camps. One camp of Indian discourse has a Stockholm syndrome. And one camp of the Indian discourse has a post-traumatic stress disorder. So, जब एक साइड रो रही है और दूसरा साइड आपके रोने के कारण को डिनाई कर रही है, डिस्कोर्स कैसे होगा इस देश में? जब मेरे साथ कोई बात करता है, आई से द इम्पोजिशन इज यू आर मेकिंग इंडिया है हिंदू राष्ट्र. माई आंसर इज नॉट अपॉलोजेटिक. माई आंसर इज I think you mean you are making India a Hindu Rajya. India is already a Hindu Rashtra. Our chitti, our essence is what we loosely call. And when I mean Hindu, I include Bulle Shah in it too.
Yeah, including atheism. That's also part of Hinduism. People don't understand
And they
it.
deny that, right?
Right.
They deny that. I've been mocked by Western atheists.
These are old battles, you know, the who has the, I mean, there are,
Who has the control over narrative?
Who
over
has the
it?
control over, and who can speak for Hindus?
There are some who collate this overtly religious symbolism with nationalism. Maybe you don't fast during the Navratris. So then you become, you're anti-Hindu. You're not practicing religious. ऐसे होता है आपके साथ?
You know, it's like, how can somebody come and tell me, अरे तू तो नास्तिक है, and consider me to be offended by it? This is like going to someone and saying, अरे तेरी दो आंखें हैं. अरे मैं तो हूँ ही ना, मेरे को ऑफेंस कैसे होगा? This is like me going and saying, अरे तू मूर्ति पूजा क्या? अरे तो हूँ ना, तो क्या?
No, what is a lot of these conversations, they were at a private domain. You know, before social media came into being, nobody had any occasion or space also to say, to show that, oh, look, I am doing Karwa Chauth. Whether to prove a point or to disprove a point.
True,
right?
yes.
With social media, it has become a point. Now, the moment it becomes a point to prove or to disprove, there's another faction who will attack or support.
Yeah.
So all of these things, you know, we grew up, and I think all of us grew up with, there was a certain public conversation about faith or religion, but most of the private practices were private. It's something you did.
This primacy of religion in public discourse.
That is not a good sign, in my opinion, because I feel we are such a diverse country. And if we really need to fulfill our manifest destiny, so to speak, if we really want to be Vishwaguru, we need to now focus, especially in the next 10, 15 years, on what makes us one, what brings us together rather than what sets us apart.
Click here to watch the full episode.